UFC 303 International Fight Week 2024 is upon us. What a journey that it was to get to this card. Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, June 29th, 2024. A monumental date indeed for the UFC's history books. I'm sure this is going to be an amazing card. We know that we were originally supposed to get Conor McGregor's return after a near 3-year hiatus from injury versus Michael Chandler. They faced each other on The Ultimate Fighter as coaches in 2023. We had to wait forever to get a final booking for the fight, and then we know that Conor McGregor suffered a broken toe that pulled him out of this fight. So that is no more, but let's not dwell on the past because we have an incredible title fight in the main event and a plethora of other amazing matchups to cap off this card. Let's get right into it. Alex Pereira, Jiri Prochazka, they've got some business to attend to. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The career of Alex Pereira is unlike anything that we have ever seen in this sport, in this company of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. 36 years old now, 10 victories, only 2 defeats, a former multi-time, multi-weight class world champion in Glory Kickboxing, someone who beat Israel Adesanya twice in the kickboxing realm, beat him in the UFC to become middleweight champion, beat Jan Blachowicz to earn a shot at the 205-pound championship, and beat the man that will be standing across from him this weekend to become the light heavyweight champion of the world. All of that has happened in such a short amount of time. Alex Pereira debuted in the UFC November 6th of 2021. It feels like forever ago, and it's only been a little over 2.5 years ago at the same time. And in that time frame has done all of the things that I just mentioned, plus beat the likes of Sean Strickland and beat and defend his light heavyweight title, most recently against Jamal Hill. That happened on April 13th at UFC 300. Another fight that came on short notice. Now, not quite 2.5 weeks like this one, but another card that Alex Pereira was called upon to save the day, if you will. And here he is again, filling in that spot. And I'm saying it right now, and I'll say it again on Monday. If Alex Pereira defends his title successfully, Alex Pereira is at present, if we're talking active fighters in the UFC, he is the face of this company. Alex Pereira has put this company on his back. They have strapped the rocket to his back and sent it to the moon. They are putting all the chips in on the table on Alex Pereira, and it has paid off in this very, very flashing colors so far. And he has a chance to continue cementing his historic legacy and really make an argument to be not only one of the best fighters in the world right now, but one of the best fighters we've ever seen in MMA. I mean, this guy has 8 total fights in the UFC. 7 of those are victories, and 5 of those 7 are against current or, well, not current anymore, but all against former UFC champions. And now he has a chance to go 2-0 against Jiri Prochazka, another man who, similar to Alex, debuted in the UFC with a lot of hype, a lot of momentum, and it didn't take long before he, in fact, earned a title shot and a title around his waist. To be truthful with you, Jiri Prochazka quite literally did it quicker than Alex Pereira did. And now when I say quicker, I don't mean in terms of time or length, because it took 13 months. I'm sorry, it took 23 months, 2 years for Jiri to become the champion in the UFC, but it only took him 2 victories to get to that title fight before he beat Glover Teixeira. Now on the other side, it took Alex Pereira 3 victories to earn his shot at the title, and he won it in his 4th fight, but he did it in less time, from November of 2021 to November of 2022. So literally in almost to the day, 1 calendar year is all it took for Alex Pereira to become a UFC world champion. So these guys have really done unprecedented things, and it has allowed for their paths to cross. Maybe at the time where Jiri debuted and when Alex debuted, we would have never thought that this was going to come. And now all of a sudden, we are on the cuffs of their second fight in less than a year, almost less than half a year. They fought in November of 2023. And if Jiri can win here and get the title back, it sets up an automatic trilogy. Now, in that first fight back at UFC 295 in November in Madison Square Garden, these two are having a pretty tightly contested bout. It was pretty close. Some would say that Jiri had won that first round, was even winning the second round, but Alex Pereira caught him clean at the end of that second round. He gets the TKO finish 4 minutes and 8 seconds in to that round. Now, some people even say that not only was Jiri winning that fight, but that the stoppage was quite poor. I wouldn't say it's the best stoppage in the world. I wouldn't say it was the worst stoppage I've ever seen either. We get a lot of early and late stoppages these days, guys. It's hard to keep track and rank which ones are the worst, but we saw Alex Pereira nonetheless become a two-weight world champion, and he did that by doing the vacant title fight. I think that's important to add in there because Jiri was coming off of a lengthy injury, and these two are fighting for that vacant 205-pound title. But nonetheless, Pereira became the champion and has since defended it one time. And in that same amount of time, Jiri Prochazka also fought on the very same card that Alex Pereira beat Jamal Hill, except he finished Alexander Rakic, one of the most lethal kickboxers in the light heavyweight division right now. So literally since November 11th of 2023, Jiri Prochazka and Alex Pereira not only have their paths stayed next to one another, they've been on the exact same timeline, fighting on UFC 295, fighting on UFC 300, and now fighting on UFC 303. And listen, you can never quite make up for losing a Conor McGregor fight, okay? Don't get me wrong. Don't come at me in the comments or say I'm crazy. But this fight is way more important, has way higher stakes in terms of legacy, history, lineage of the light heavyweight division, etc., etc. When you look at what these two are attempting to accomplish, especially the side of Alex Pereira, who may get a chance to move up to heavyweight before it's all said and done and chase a third title in a third weight class. But that can be a discussion for Monday if he gets the victory. So, if we're going to lose a Conor McGregor fight, they did a damn good job at replacing it. A huge title fight in one of the most beloved divisions in UFC history, the light heavyweight division. Look back at all of the huge names and champions that have came and gone during this company. Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. The list goes on and on. And now Alex Pereira and Jiri Prochazka, yes, they've been a part of that lineage, but now they can really cement themselves as a piece of history for this weight class. That is what is at stake in this main event, International Fight Week, UFC 303. So please let me know in the comments below, who do you think is going to be victorious in the main event? Who will be the light heavyweight champion come Sunday morning, June 30th, 2024, as we head in to the second half of this year, as we head into the sweet, sweet summertime? Will it be Jiri Prochazka becoming the champion for the second time, or will it be Alex Pereira defending the title for the second time? Give me all your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this main event preview, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, join the community on social media at the BAJ MMA. And if you enjoy long-form podcast episodes, you can follow along on Spotify and Apple. They release every Friday and Monday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the fights, and I will see you in the next video.